Rock City Network's coming to you from the PBS studios in Collingwood. It's on Easy Street. This is Collingwood, isn't it?
Yep, easy.
Easy Street. And joining me, General Manager of PBS, Adrian Basso. How are you, mate?
Good, Ben. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for letting us come down and have a bit of a chat to you about, a really exciting week coming up. It's live music week for PBS, which is just huge. It's super exciting, and thanks for letting us come down.
No, pleasure.
Now, I guess we'll start off with the 6th of December is your live music week launch at the Corner Hotel in Richmond. Huge lineup, and you're also streaming that broadcast as well for people out of the state.
Yeah, so we'll be broadcasting it live, so you can tune in if you can't be there on the day, but also it'll be streamed on the web. We also have radio on demand, so if you miss it, at that time, you can go back later and listen to the show.
Yeah.
So you haven't really got an excuse to miss it, really.
No, and it's going to be good. There's a great lineup. There's Diaphrix. There's I think there's Polo Club.
Yeah, Warped. And then we've got Kylie Alders.
Yeah.
And Jeff Atchison as well.
And you got
the
your
Mass Gospel Choir. We've got the
PBS All-Stars?
Yes. Like the idea behind the lineup is to have it somewhat reflective of what we do as a station. So because we don't just serve up the one meal. Mm-hmm. We have a bit of a large menu, so to speak, and the day sort of reflects that. Like, it doesn't cover everything. We'd be broadcasting for a few days if we did that. So, yeah. But we're pretty excited. The kind of ends quite heavily. I think the last band will be Warped. Yeah. But some of the big features, like Diaphrix, which is pretty huge at the moment. They're doing some great things and winning awards. And
they actually just recently won at the EG Awards, didn't they?
Yeah. I actually saw them. I don't have a TV at home, and so whenever I'm away from home and wake up with someone's TV, I try and watch whether it's Rage or the music video clips. And I saw Diaphrix's new video clip, and it revolves around Footscray, which is where I live at the moment. So I thought, we've got to get these guys. If someone can put Footscray Market in the background on their film clip, there's something good about them.
That's good. That's good. And I also saw Paul Williamson will be a part of the All-Star, the PBS All-Star. And that's Paul Williamson from the Paul Williamson Hammond combo, the famous Hammond combo.
And he's a bit of a jazz legend around town. And I understand it's going to be quite a large contingent of jazz performers. Yeah. And I think that's going to be pretty exciting. I'm not too sure whether they're going to have a guest singer. It's probably going to be mostly instrumental. Mm-hmm. But he's a pretty amazing sax player. So
and if anyone's ever seen them anywhere in the country, especially the Rainbow down on St David Street, they were just amazing to watch all the time and just jamming a lot of the time.
Yeah, so he certainly rips when it comes to playing sax.
So that's just the launch. Yeah. That's just the 6th. Then we've got the 7th through to the 11th. Now, you have, how many bands were you saying, artists on the week?
I think it's about 70 acts. Yeah. So the production team work overtime. We've only got one studio, so it's a bit of a revolving door. Yeah. So they're in, they're out, they're in, they're out, they're in, they're out. So it's about probably about 7 or 8 acts per day. Mm-hmm. And the whole station turns into live music, which is not surprising because we, I don't know if you're aware, when we first started 30 years ago, we were upstairs at the Prince Band Room, and I think it was probably akin to a cupboard, and they used to run cables downstairs, and bands that were playing there at the time would broadcast live on PBS. And so from the early days, PBS has been pretty sort of hell-bent on live music and live recordings, and so this is just an evolution of that. Yeah. And it's our chance of, I suppose, celebrating with our listeners, with the musicians, about everything that's quite good about Melbourne, which is live music. It's not surprising that we're seen as being the live music capital of Australia.
No, it's not surprising at all. I mean, people are blown out every time they come here.
So you can go to, out any night of the week and you can choose from a number of different bands that are playing, and I think it's really special and it's worth celebrating. Yeah.
Now, hopefully we get to come down and interview with a few of the bands. Now, some of the bands I've seen on this list for the week, you've got Monday, Legends of Motorsport.
Yep.
Tuesday, you've got Cram. Wednesday, you've got the OCs. I think Thursday, I can't remember who Thursday is. The Thod.
The Thod, that's
and Friday, you have the UV race, which they're being talked about as well. So that's just 5 artists out of the whole week.
Yeah.
But that's just an amazing 5 artists to have there anyway. The OCs are being talked about. They're doing so well.
Yeah.
Legends of Motorsport, the first name in the title of their band says it all.
And what you can do is that you can jump on the website and see the whole list of of what bands you like listening to. And obviously, if it's a reggae show, then it's going to be sort of like a reggae dub type band. And so I think there's something for everyone there. Mm-hmm. And again, if you can't listen to it, there and then, you can go back and listen to it on demand. So, so for a week, I think by the end of it, again, if you come in and interview our, say, production staff afterwards, they'll look pretty tired.
Yeah, I think they will. But I mean, what a great thing to do on air, really.
Yeah, and we've been doing it for a number of years. There's a few other stations around Australia now that are kind of doing their version of it. Mm. But I know, we can hold our head up high and said PBS was there first, and
that's it.
And we're fine for other stations to appropriate it and celebrate with us, because it's a special thing. Like, music all comes about through performance, and I think any musician you'll talk to, their highlight for playing is in front of a crowd. Not only is it just playing with their mates and fellow musicians, it's that interaction that you have from playing live, and it's something that's quite unique. And I suppose that's the preamble quite often to listening to the CD recording of the studio. Mm-hmm. But with that live experience, that's where they test it, where they can hear what songs are good, da-da-da. That's where there was a little petri dish of what happens out there. Yeah,
like the old tests when the old rockers used to put their tapes in the car to listen if it sounded good on their mixes. I was hearing the other day, the guys from Painters and Dockers told me that. They said we used to listen to it through the radio. If it sounded good, perfect, because that's what everyone used to listen to. So.
Well, they do.
And that's it. It's great. Well, listen, we're not going to take up any more of your time. We just wanted to quickly run through the week and find out what's going on. It's going to be an amazing week. We hope to come down and grab those acts, if not any of the acts. We're quite looking forward to covering live music.
Doors are open for you, Ben. Come in.
Adrian, thank you very much for joining us. Adrian Basso, General Manager of PBS. If you want any more information, you can go to pbs.org.au. It's Rock City Networks. We'll see you soon for PBS Live Music Week.